Listen, if you're still using AI just to write emails or brainstorm ideas, you're basically playing in the past. We're talking 2024. But it's April 2026 now. And right this second, the wealth gap is splitting wider and faster than ever before, all because of one massive shift that you really need to wrap your head around, like yesterday.
All right, so let's get right into it. The huge difference, the real game changer, is this leap from AI as a simple assistant to AI as an agent. Think about it. Back in 2024, AI was like a helpful co-pilot, right? It could suggest things, draft an email, summarize a report. But today, it actually executes. It does the work. And this isn't just some minor software update. No way. It's a total rewrite of the rules. And it's creating this brand new wealth divide between the people who command these AI agents and everyone else. So what is Agentic AI really? Well, think of it like this. You're not just using a tool anymore. You're deploying a whole workforce of digital employees. These are autonomous systems that big financial firms, and here's the kicker, solo entrepreneurs are using to run their entire show. They don't just chat or give you ideas. No, they are actively managing inventory, optimizing ad campaigns, and running complex strategies all by themselves. It's wild. So that's what this is all about. We're going to go deep and break down the exact architecture of 3 of these insane automated income systems. We're not just talking about what they are, we're talking about how they're built. We're going to unpack the actual blueprints so you can see precisely how all the pieces fit together. Okay, system number 1. This is the one that's just completely turning online retail on its head. For years, if you were in dropshipping or e-commerce, you know the grind. Endless hours of product research, manually cranking out marketing, dealing with all those customer service headaches. Well, guess what? That whole era, it's over. So let's just imagine for a second. You're launching a cool niche brand, maybe something like premium indie extracts. Your first AI agent, that's your market researcher. It's working 24/7, tirelessly scraping global supplier databases, sniffing out the best products, and watching pricing like a hawk in real time. Then your second agent, the pricing and profit agent, grabs all that data and automatically adjusts your store's margins to squeeze out every last bit of profit. Seriously, no more spreadsheets, no more guesswork. It's a completely automated, hands-off engine.
But okay, that's just the foundation. The real magic, the part that's just mind-blowing, is how it gets you customers. That's where the viral marketing agent steps in. Instead of you sitting there scrolling for hours, trying to guess what might go viral, this agent does it for you. It scans all the platforms for trending audio, for trending video styles, then it actually generates marketing scripts. And get this, it splices together those super satisfying ASMR-style promo videos for your products, and then it posts them everywhere, natively, optimized for each platform. It's insane. So you see the shift here, right? This is the key takeaway. Your role completely changes. You're not really running a store anymore in the old sense. You're managing a fleet, an entire fleet of autonomous digital marketers. Your only job? Set the high-level strategy and just oversee the system. All right, let's move on to system number 2. We're taking the same idea and applying it to the world of investing. Look, the days of making your moves based on what you read in the news, they're long gone. By the time that article hits the web, the smart money has already moved. The people who are really winning in 2026, they're building their own predictive models. And a predictive model isn't some black box magic. It's an AI system that you design, and its job is to sift through these enormous, really unconventional data sets. This isn't about guessing or gut feelings. It's about letting the AI analyze historical data to find these hidden connections, these little patterns. And from that, it spits out these actionable investment zones that the human eye and, frankly, the rest of the market just can't see. And when I say unconventional data, I mean it. We're talking way beyond your typical financial reports. These models are pulling in data from global shipping routes to predict supply chain issues. They're analyzing social media sentiment in real time. They're looking at satellite images of crops, even tiny shifts in weather patterns. All of this to forecast market moves before they actually happen. And here's the best part. You don't need to be some Wall Street quantitative analyst to do this anymore. Not even close. By using tools that are totally accessible, things like R and Python, these are powerful open source languages, and libraries like Pandas, you can literally build your own predictive engines. The barrier to entry has absolutely cratered. It's never been lower.
And that's the whole beauty of automation, isn't it? You put in the hard work once to build the logic.
And after that, your system just becomes this tireless digital analyst, hunting for opportunities 24/7. So you don't have to. Okay, on to system number 3. And this one is arguably the most critical of them all. This is the reality check, folks, because building these incredible wealth-generating systems is only half the battle. Protecting them, that's the other half. And frankly, it's the harder half. I need you to really let this sink in. The very second your automated systems start making real money, you pop up on the radar, a big flashing light for some very sophisticated cyber threats. It is not a question of if you'll be a target, it is a question of when. You have to understand, as your digital assets grow, your e-commerce database, your tokenized assets, your crypto wallets, so does what we call your attack surface. The more you build, the more doors and windows there are for someone to try and break in. And let me be crystal clear. Your basic password and a simple firewall, they are not going to save you. Not a chance. To protect what you've built, you have to start thinking like a cybersecurity pro. Period. That means implementing serious professional-grade firewall rules. It means using isolated sandbox environments to test your code safely before it goes live. And of course, fully encrypting your databases is table stakes. Look, this is a professional-level toolkit because you're dealing with a professional-level problem. It's completely non-negotiable. And at the absolute core of your defense, there has to be one guiding principle: zero trust architecture. It's a simple but incredibly powerful idea. Never trust, always verify. That means every single request to access your network, even if it's coming from one of your own AI agents, has to be checked and authorized. Every time. It's the foundation that stops one small crack from bringing the whole house down. So the main thing to remember here is that in 2026, making the money and protecting the money, they are two sides of the exact same coin. Building that powerful engine is step one, but building the fortress around it, that's how you make sure you actually get to keep it. And look, all of this, it brings us to the single most important point I want to make today. And this part is extremely time sensitive. This opportunity, the chance to build these kinds of systems from the ground up, it exists inside a very unique and what I truly believe is a very temporary window. Right now, today, the tools are out there. They're accessible, a lot of them are open source, and the knowledge is all over the place. The barrier to entry is just ridiculously low. But as these agentic AI systems become the new corporate standard, and trust me, they will, the walls are going to go up. Proprietary systems will take over, the cost to even play the game will skyrocket, and that window of opportunity for individuals, it's going to slam shut. So there you have it. We've just laid out the exact architecture for 3 different, powerful, automated income systems. The blueprint is public. The opportunity is sitting right here, right now. So the only question left is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to be one of the ones who builds?